Where's his face? Seriously, where's the face of Ralton Christopher Fischer, the man who stole 6 million rand from a school for special needs children? We've searched every major publication, Times Live, News 24, IOL, The Citizen. They all carried the story, but not one photo, no mugshot, no court sketch, no perp walk. And it's not just him. There's a pattern in South Africa. When the criminal is white, especially in cases of fraud, corruption, or insider theft, the media suddenly gets shy. The cameras vanish. But when it's someone else, especially black suspects, it's wall-to-wall coverage, court appearances, footage, close-ups, even live trials. So what's going on? Let's break down the Fischer case, expose the media silence, and ask who's being protected and who's being punished in public. Let's start with the crime. Ralton Christopher Fischer was the HR manager at New Hope School in Pretoria, a school that caters to children with special educational needs. We're talking about kids with disabilities, vulnerable children, kids who rely on this institution for care, therapy, education, even basic meals. But between 2018 and 2022, Fischer secretly funneled money away from the school. Over 6 million rand was siphoned through 11 fake payroll transactions. He created ghost employees, non-existent people on the payroll, and had their salaries sent to multiple bank accounts, controlled by him. This wasn't a one-time slip-up. It was a cold, calculated operation run over 4 years. While parents were scraping together funds for wheelchairs and therapy equipment, Fischer was enriching himself behind their backs. So what does someone do with stolen money meant for disabled children? Fischer spent hundreds of thousands on gambling. He also bought a VW Golf GTI for 150,000 rand. It's the kind of arrogance that stuns you. Imagine children in wheelchairs, underfunded speech therapy, delayed renovations. So one man could roll dice at a casino or rev an engine in a flashy car. But it doesn't end there. Because of his fraud, the school now owes over 500,000 rand in tax debt. That's money the school has to pay back, even though they were the victims. On June 30th, 2025, Fischer was sentenced to 12 years by the Pretoria Specialized Commercial Crimes Court. But here's the catch. Only 6 years will be spent in actual jail. The other 6 years? Suspended. That means if Fischer avoids committing fraud again for 5 years after his release, those 6 years vanish. The magistrate admitted that Fischer showed no real remorse, that he acted out of greed, not addiction, that he violated a deep position of trust. And yet, he's eligible for parole in just a few years. We've seen people get longer sentences for stealing groceries. Now here's where it gets disturbing. Despite this massive crime, we've never seen Fischer's face. No booking photo, no court image, no video of him arriving or leaving. Compare that to what happens in other high-profile cases. When the accused is black or poor, the cameras are right there. Front-page photos, HD news segments, entire trials broadcasted live on national TV. But with white-collar crimes and white suspects, it's like someone hit the blur button. Is this media bias? Is there an unspoken rule to protect white-collar criminals from public shame? And who benefits from this silence? When criminals like Fischer don't face public scrutiny, the real victims, those children, are erased from the conversation. It's not just about a mugshot. It's about accountability. It's about who gets named and shamed and who gets quietly processed through the back door. Let's zoom out. Fischer is not alone. We've seen dozens of similar cases across South Africa. White executive embezzles millions from a bank or trust fund. No photos. Private school administrator caught in massive fraud. No video. Trust fund manager scams retirees. No public shame. But let someone from a township steal a loaf of bread or commit a petty robbery, and it's front-page news, complete with courtroom footage. This is not just a media problem. It reflects a deeper issue in our justice system, our newsrooms, and our national psyche. Whose pain gets broadcast, whose crimes get hidden. The children at New Hope School may never know who stole their future, but we do. His name is Ralton Christopher Fischer, and his face should be known. If the media won't show it, the people must demand it. Because when justice happens in the shadows, it's not justice at all. It's protection for the powerful and punishment for the poor. Let this be a turning point. Let us say, No more blurred faces, no more silent crimes, no more justice for a few. If this video hit a nerve, do something about it. Share this video. Comment below. Should media outlets be required to show images of all convicted criminals? Subscribe for more content that exposes double standards in South African justice. Because until the faces of all criminals are treated equally, we don't have a justice system. We have a privileged system.
Welcome to the fire where the stakes ignite, where the questions burn hotter than the night. No escape once you're locked in the heat. This is your trial on the hot seat. To the fire where the stakes ignite, where the questions burn hotter than the night. No escape once you're locked in the heat. This is your trial on